Okay, so becoming a parent, it's incredible, right? But let's be real, it's also one of the most expensive things you'll ever do. You want to give your child the absolute best start in life, and a huge piece of that puzzle is setting them up for financial success. So today, we're going to build the ultimate financial toolkit to make that happen. Are you kind of staring at all the options and your head is just spinning? Trust me, you are not alone. But the good news is, getting started is way simpler than you think. It's all about knowing which tools to use and, just as importantly, when to use them. So let's build this toolkit together, step by step. We'll start with the absolute basics, then we'll get into some really clever tax-smart power plays. After that, we'll talk about protecting their future, cover the single most valuable lesson you can teach them, and then wrap it all up with your action plan. All right, first up, the fundamentals. These are the simple, powerful accounts that are going to form the bedrock of your child's financial future. And you know what the best part is? You can get started with just a few dollars. Seriously. So, what in the world is a custodial account? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a financial container that you control for your child. You manage everything inside it until they're legally an adult. It's their money, for sure, but you're the one in the driver's seat for now. And custodial account isn't just one thing. It's more like a category, a big umbrella. Underneath it, you've got a ton of flexibility. You could go with something super safe like a high-yield savings account, or you could open up a brokerage account to invest in stocks and aim for that bigger long-term growth. Okay, and here's a pro tip that's an absolute game changer no matter which account you pick: automate it. Set up those automatic transfers from your paycheck. It makes saving a habit, not a chore you have to remember. It's the classic set it and forget it, and let me tell you, it works. Okay, so you've got the foundation poured. Now it's time to level up, right? We're going to look at accounts that come with this awesome bonus from the government: tax advantages. This is how you really make your money work harder for you. Now let's talk about the two heavy hitters in this world: the custodial Roth IRA and the 529 plan. Think of them like specialized tools. The Roth IRA, that's for way, way down the road. We're talking retirement. The 529 plan, that's your go-to for anything education related. Knowing the right tool for the job is absolutely critical. Now, here's the catch with the Roth IRA, and it's a big one: this whole earned income rule. It basically means your child has to have a real job that pays them taxable income. So birthday money doesn't count, but money from babysitting, mowing lawns, or their first part-time job, that's perfect. And you know, the 529 plan gets this rep for just being for a 4-year college, but it is so much more flexible than people think. You can use it for trade school, private school tuition. You can even use up to 10 grand to pay down student loans. That kind of versatility makes it an incredibly powerful tool. All right, we've covered growing the money. Now we got to talk about protecting it. Think of this next tool as like the ultimate safety gear for everything you're building for your child. Okay, let's just bust a huge myth right here, right now. When you hear the word trust, you probably think of billionaires and mansions, right? Nope. You do not have to be in the 1% to open a trust for your kids. It's a practical tool for so many families. So why bother? Well, here's the thing, and this is super important. Legally, minors can't inherit assets directly. If something happened to you, the courts would have to get involved, and it can get messy. A trust avoids all of that. It creates a clear plan to protect and manage those assets for your child's benefit, no questions asked. Okay, we've gone through the accounts, the tax advantages, the legal structures, but honestly, all of that is kind of useless without this next piece. This is the real soul of the financial toolkit. I mean, this is really the heart of it, isn't it? You can set up the most perfect accounts in the world, but if your kid doesn't know how to handle money, what's the point? The greatest gift you can possibly give them, the legacy that truly lasts a lifetime, is the knowledge and the habits to manage money wisely. So how do you actually do it? Well, you make it visual. Get a clear jar for a vacation fund so they can literally see the money growing. You make it real by actually taking them to a bank to make a deposit. And honestly, the biggest one, you have to lead by example. They see the financial habits you practice every single day. Okay, let's pull all these threads together. You've got the tools, you've got the mindset. Now let's build a super simple blueprint to get you started today. And this is it. This is always the big question, right? Forget the theory for a second. What's a real, tangible number? How much should I actually be saving? Here you go. It's simple, it's powerful, and the best part, it is totally doable. Just start by aiming for 3 to 5% of what you bring home each month. That's it. This isn't some crazy budget-breaking number. It's a manageable first step that, I'm telling you, with the power of time and compounding on your side, can grow into something truly significant. So let's do a quick flyby of our toolkit one last time. You start with the basics, those custodial accounts. You level up with tax-smart plans like 529s and Roth IRAs to get that bonus. You protect the whole shebang with a trust. And through it all, you remember that the most powerful gift is teaching them good financial habits. It's so easy to get bogged down in all the account types and percentages, but don't lose sight of the big picture. Taking these steps, even the small ones, is a heroic act. You're building a foundation for your child's future, and that is an incredible, incredible thing. And really, that's what this all boils down to. The accounts and percentages are just the tools. The real question you're answering is, what habits, what knowledge, and what opportunities will you pass on? What financial legacy will you build?